Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to KernHighNetwork.com. Another night, another great gig. Tonight we are at Stockdale High School. Ladies basketball. The Mustangs welcoming in the Titans of Frontier. I'm Vance Palm, joined by the KW1, KW2 crew. Kevin Willie, Kyle Wiley. We are all here tonight. And it's senior night for the Stockdale Mustang seniors, so we are experiencing the warmth, love, and nostalgia of senior night before tip-off. The Frontier Titans are here waiting to get started, and I'll tell you what, Kyle, you picked a good one. Why don't you give us a snapshot of this game tonight?
Yeah, really excited. It's we got a young Frontier team that's coming in. They struggled in the Southwest Yosemite League, but Coach Deron Smith, I think, is looking towards the future with his young Frontier Titans team. He's got a lot of girls on his team.
Look at that JV team the game before, all freshmen, and they pulled out a big win. So the future is bright, but right now struggling a little bit.
Yeah, struggling a little bit, and it's going to be a tough task, tall order tonight as they meet a scorching, red-hot Stockdale girls basketball team that is 20-4 overall, 7-0 in the Southwest Yosemite League. And as you know, this Southwest Yosemite League, I think everyone at the beginning of the year is like BHS, Taylor Caldwell, which deservedly so. She's one of the top talents in the league. But quietly, this Stockdale girls Mustang team is up to a 7-0 start in Southwest Yosemite, and they are on fire as they've won about 10, 12 straight games. And they have no signs of stopping anytime soon.
I had a chat with head coach Bill Redmond for the Stockdale Mustangs a few minutes ago, and we were just kind of talking about things, and we're going through the roster, and he said, Vance, we have a big game Friday night against the Drillers, and I've been telling my team, look, that is a very good basketball team over there. They're young, but they're big. They play hard. They've got good coaches. So he says, I don't want our girls to get stuck in a trap game here. He goes, we're in for a fight tonight against a good Frontier team that's young, and it's one of those teams that have nothing to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for Stockdale, it starts with 3 consecutive numbers that end up on the jersey numbers. You look at 20, 21, and 22. I'm speaking of Gianna Boston, Aaron Pickett, and Naomi Jennings are kind of the three-headed monster for the Stockdale Mustangs team, as they definitely are the cog of this team. They make up a considerable amount of the points that the team's averaging, as well as the rebounds and the inside presence. Naomi Jennings, we've heard that Jennings name often, as Father Otis Jennings, DHS driller, Washington State Cougar, all of that as well. You remember playing against the likes of him. I mean, he was a leaping Otis right there that you can see. But definitely there's a lot of talent on this Stockdale Mustangs team, a lot of collective talent that goes on there.
Fun night here at Stockdale High School here on KernHighNetwork.com. Exclusive live coverage of high school athletics for the Kern High School District and the Stockdale Mustangs welcoming in the Frontier Titans. Senior night, some great pictures. The esteemed, illustrious, incomparable Nick Ellis down taking still shots for the Kern High Network, and they feel very honored to stop at half court and take a picture. Thank you, Nick. And there's Coach Redmond and Coach Lexi Smith. And I'll tell you what.
We also got to say Coach Pickett out there of Ridgeview High School is out there, and his wife just got honored tonight as the honorary coach on there for all of her work. I mean, they talked about it when they announced. She breaks down the film. She goes and updates all the stats after every game and does it in a timely fashion. You talk about a coach's absolute best friend, to be able to have someone willing to break down the film and do all that as well. And right here we see Gianna Boston getting out there.
That's great. That is awesome right there. So family bringing in the last senior.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Stockdale Mustangs Athletics, boy, they do it right. They do it right. Athletic Director JR, they've got a table out front with a ton of printed collateral for the boys team and the girls team and schedules and magazines. And they have our Achieve magazine from the Kern High School District out there. Now, did you lay those out there? Or did JR put them out there?
Justin J. Rob already had those out there. But Vance, I want to bring your attention. If you look in the middle of the field over there, and Kevin Willie, if you can get up there where the signs are out there, halfway, kind of up, over to the right, where the green jacket, you see that lime green jacket right there. You look right there, you got Deja Wandick, you got Kalasia Dean, you got Jade Johnson in volleyball. You got people out here that are celebrating this kind of on their off night. Independence plays on the opposite night of the SWYL. I just think it's great that you have this community, this network. Vance Palm, you talk about it all the time, this this basketball community, like you have them in the 80s and you have them in the 90s and you have them in the 2000s. Here you're seeing Kalasia and you're seeing Deja Wandick and Jade Johnson giving back to her teammates. As Jade Johnson, she has her signs right there, but we remember covering some volleyball games and the Black Hole was going crazy supporting her and her efforts. So I just think it's good that you have some mature senior leadership that are giving back every time.
You know, Kyle, I was talking to the assistant coach for the Frontier ladies team, Tyrone Taylor. He and I played together at CSUB for the Roadrunners, and he was talking about what a great thing this is, and, you know, the high school district doing this and covering all these games. And I said, I got to tell you, Ty, of all the things I do in the media here, when I walk into Vaughn's or wherever I go into, what I hear most about, absolutely the most about, is KernHigh.org and what we're doing here, because it's about our high school students. So a lot of fun. We are at Stockdale High School, senior night. The processions and the pomp and circumstances come to an end, and we're about to have some basketball start here in just a moment. The Lady Titans, under the head coach of Deron Smith, are up for a challenge tonight. 0-7 in league, 13-10 overall, but he said, Vance, I love my girls. I love them. They're a great bunch of girls. They work hard. They've got some size now. Don't kid yourself. They've got some size.
And what a great mentality to have, especially towards the end of the season where you're facing some lumps and all that stuff. But if you can keep these young girls together and take the lumps, it's a process that we see happen a lot in a lot of different sports, is going through it a few years. I remember when I was the South High athletic director, Garrett White, a name you probably heard in the local baseball scene. He played at UCLA, now the head coach at Frontier. He brought up a group of sophomores up to varsity, all sophomore starters, and they took it on the lumps. But then the next 2 years, South High hadn't been known for baseball. They're finishing above 500 because this experience is invaluable for later on. Maybe not tonight, but it could be later on. But you never know what could happen tonight. We haven't even played that game yet.
And Coach Smith talked to me about, you know, he's bringing up some sophomores next week. You know, he's going to bring some sophomores and some freshmen up to the team. Some freshmen up to the team next week. So that's great. Hey, before we get started tonight, we're not done this week. What's happening?
Tomorrow, you're going to have fun, and I know you and I, it all of a sudden, I know you're a basketball, football, baseball guy, and I'm a total baseball, basketball, football guy right along with you, Vance. But one thing you and I have grown very fond of and we love calling is wrestling, and we're going to have SWYL League Final Wrestling tomorrow night live from Frontier, and that's going to be on at 6:30. Talk to Coach Moore, and that's going to be the projected start time, but we'll keep you guys posted on our Twitter and social media and let you know about that. But then on Friday, we also have girls wrestling. I'm very excited about this, Vance. You talk about one of the fastest growing sports and girls getting connected. And I was just reading on the California Wrestling Forum that girls wrestling in the Central Valley, they were saying we may have the smallest amount of numbers, but the top talent is in the Central Valley, they're saying. And so watch out. There are some wrestlers we're going to see on Friday night. Cynthia Palaio at East High did a big article on her and the focus that she has this year. She finished 5th in state last year, the only state medalist in Kern County last year. So very excited to finish this week off with some good old-fashioned wrestling.
KW1, are you able to turn that thing this way or not? Can you maneuver just a moment here, Kevin Willie?
Yeah.
Kyle, talk about this right here. This is so awesome, man.
I mean, you're looking at this, and Vance, as you kind of thumb through and you'll look at it. This is our Achieve magazine that's going to be released seasonally at the end of each sports season, and it kind of coincides with this, but it's just not a sports magazine. It's called Achieve for a reason. As we see in our Achieve magazine, we're going to have a number of academic success stories and a number kind of the history of our districts, and we have sponsorships that are in there, and every school has a page that's in there, Vance, as you're kind of going through and showing that. But it's just a wonderful thing that we've started this year. It's hit the ground going. You see that we have Color Guard in there too as well. We have wonderful photographers that are doing a great job, and it's just really been a highlight of our season. Is this Achieve magazine and the vision of Stan Green to be able to have that, and we're able to actually hire a designer, and his specialty and his whole idea was to get a magazine up and going. So I'm very, very excited about this. So coming in March, and we won't give away the date quite yet, but coming in March we'll have that. And we have, the Kern High Network. We'll look at it. We have a little bit of history, as you see right there, Vance, as you're going through. But we also have our team of excellence. And so, you and other people that have been part of our broadcast team, they definitely, we pick our team who we think best represents us and what we go on there, Vance, and it's an exciting thing. And, I got a lot of compliments from coaches on our selections that we had for football and volleyball. Because of the fact that we're at every game and we've seen every school and we've seen all the talent. And a couple coaches says, you know what, your guys' selections were great because it seems that you chose the best kids at those positions. Now, I know when you select teams like that, there's always a little subjectivity, but overall, we've gotten good positive feedback from our Achieve magazine.
Thank you, Kyle. And I will tell you that, we're doing soccer.
Yeah.
And we have a full slate at fall, always with football and with volleyball. We have requests for a lot of things. That's another thing I hear a lot about. Hey, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? We will get there ultimately. What we're going to do is just step aside for about a second. Your camera is going to stay on, but we're going to step off the mic for just a second and get ready for this great game tonight. Stockdale Mustangs hosting the Frontier Titans. We'll be back in a second here on KernHighNetwork.com. We're about 3 minutes away here, everybody, on KernHighNetwork.com. I'm Vance Paul. I'm joined by Kevin Willie and Kyle Wiley. Kevin Willie, cameraman extraordinaire. Kyle Wiley is the coordinator of support services for the Kern High School District. He is the nuts and bolts, heart and soul of all of these productions, even if he's in here tonight and there was something else going on in the community. He's still the point man. So he's still the guy they have to contact with. He's still watching on 7 different screens to make sure the games are going on. Is this our only gig tonight?
This is our only gig tonight.
We have had nights where we're doing 2 football games and the next night's another volleyball game, and then soccer comes up. So this is just a great thing. I know it consumes a lot of your time, Kyle, but what I want to say is how proud I am to work with you, how thankful and appreciative I am of your talents, your skill set, and I want to say happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I do got to say this, and I got to give a shout-out. I have a very patient wife that is very understanding of the schedule they have out there. She's my rock right there, so got to have that appreciation because I'm a little OCD. I want to make sure that our productions are right and all that stuff just a little bit, as these guys are making fun of me right now, but I just want to make sure that our kids have memories, and that's ultimately what our job is, make memories for the students of the Kern High School District. So
you definitely married up. Good for you.
Yeah,
good for you. Okay, coaches have met and said hello, and pleasantries, officiating crew.
You know, before we get going, we got to thank our sponsors that have done a fantastic job for us all year. Vance, you and I have talked about how gracious we are for Kern Schools Federal Credit Union and the United States Army, two of our biggest financial sponsors. They do such a great job for us. And Pav Solar, Communication, Premier Lighting, Tony's Pizza, and our Tony's Pizza Player of the Game, and Raymond's Trophies, who I was just talking with Randy today about, plaques and stuff for our senior basketball all-star games that we just announced earlier this week on March 21st. And we look at that, that's always an exciting time. last year was probably one of the most memorable things that we'll ever have, a packed house that we go on there. But the administrations for each school, they're excited to have this on there. At Frontier, we got the principal, Vicki Thompson, the assistant principals, Carla Stallworth and Dustin Green, the activity director, Lisa Bolton, and the athletic director, Mike Gibson, who really helps me get rosters and things of that nature. At Stockdale, we have brand new principal, Scott Odlin, done a great job this year of building a culture here. The assistant principals, Deshaun Winston, Teddy Armijo, the activity director, Leah McLean, and new athletic director, I call him J-Rob, went to college with him at Point Loma Nazarene University, but Justin Roberts right there, he does a great job, and he's making sure that things are organized, facilitated, ready to go. Brought us a whole bunch of water so that we're hydrated throughout the night. So,
as we always do here on Kern High Network, we step back and enjoy the national anthem with you.
And your hosts, Stockdale Lady Mustangs. Stockdale High and the CIA, thank you for showing support of our student athletes mentioned this contest tonight. Please cooperate, make this event exemplary, and the founders should assume winners classic athletics. My athletes and coaches and spectators, this contest is being conducted with the highest expectation of fair play and good sportsmanship. We'll also remind you that this is the hardworking individuals who display fairness and integrity to ensure the respect they deserve. Thank you for your cooperation and support. And now, the playing of our national anthem.
Once again, welcome everybody. If you're just getting here, this is the Kern High Network's live exclusive coverage of high school athletics here in the Kern High School District. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Kyle Wiley and Kevin Willie, and we are ready to go. Stockdale Mustangs girls basketball hosting the Frontier Titans at seniors night. All the seniors have been honored, and we have one senior that's going to get the starting gig over Naomi Jennings, and great to hear Coach Redmond honoring that. And he said, hey, look, probably won't be too long before Naomi gets in. However, I want my seniors out there to start this game in appreciation for their hard work, and I think that's just great. Absolutely great.
And it's good to see Naomi back. She suffered that brutal injury in volleyball that kept her out for a few weeks. Stockdale, my heart went out to them, as both Macy Haddad and Naomi Jennings went out, and they were cogs of that volleyball team, the injuries, and kind of put Maria Kolatz and her team at a standstill. But you see right here that Naomi's back, healthy, ready to go. Got that long knee brace on. So
Zamora, Alcantar, Castellanos, Freeman, and Enriquez, the starters for the Titans. Here come the starting five for senior night. Mabi Lamotos, I've been informed. Mabi.
At guard, senior number 20, Gianna Boston.
And the aforementioned Gianna Boston.
Absolutely, and we know that Gianna Boston, averaging 14 points a game, is going to get her shots and her opportunities tonight.
Erin Pickett, another starter.
Erin Pickett, super athletic.
At the senior number 23,
brings a lot to the game.
Janice Green.
And at forward, the senior number 32, Celeste Mann.
Celeste Mann. So 5 seniors to start the game tonight. That is as class of a move as head coach Bill Redmond as you're going to see. And before we start, I want to mention that in talking with Coach Redmond, he goes, Vance, you realize that the cumulative GPA of our basketball team is 4.0. We have 8 of 11 players 4.0 or higher. He goes, I don't have to spend a lot of time checking grades. So not only on the court, but in the classroom, they are taking care of business. So tonight, the 20-4, 7-0 in league Mustangs will take on the 13-10, 0-7 Frontier Titans. Should be an interesting game tonight to see how much Frontier brings that intensity and how well the Stockdale Mustangs are able to not take this game for granted and get after it tonight. We are underway.
Had to decide which direction they were going to go right there for a second.
Quick pass down low and a missed shot from 2 feet out by Green, and rebound Titans.
Got to pay attention to number 5, Enriquez. She's just a sophomore, but she's averaging 12 points a game, leading scorer for the Frontier Titans. So excited to see her game continue to grow and develop.
She loses the handle on it, and Ashley Freeman in there battling for it to make sure that it stays Frontier ball in possession arrow. Nice inbounds pass. That's a nice play. They're going to say no. She hopped and skipped and jumped there, so that's a travel. Coach Smith not thrilled with their first possession underneath the hoop, and it's a turnover.
And here comes Gianna Boston.
Boston tries to jam it in there. Doesn't happen. Another turnover. Here come the Titans down the far side. Zamora stops, pulls it back, almost has it stolen. She's in trouble. Saves it.
And with some of the length and athleticism, Frontier can't get caught getting trapped in the corners because that's where length and athleticism seems to dominate. Great pass.
Boston with a nice pass. And a big finish in there by Mabi Lamotos. And a foul is going to be on Melanie Castellano. So she picks up her first foul, and the bucket is good by Lamotos and misses the free throw. Rebound, Stockdale. They try to jam it in, can't do it. Nice steal in there. Good patience by Castellanos. 2-0 ball game. And they're going to say she went down the sideline. Enriquez loses the handle. And a quick substitution. Coach Smith quickly in with Lucas. So Lucas into the ball game.
Nice little pass. Gianna Boston showing off. Just a slick pass in traffic right there. She set Lamotos up for a nice layup and a good finish by Lamotos right there, you know, embracing the contact. So
just underway, first quarter. Stockdale Mustang ladies with a 2-point lead. It's 2-0. Ball comes down low. And Coach Smith saying, hey, if my gal traveled, what about that? Yeah. He doesn't get the call. And Stockdale trying to jam it in, and that should be, Coach Smith said, hey, that's ours, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a tough one to get right there, especially when you see someone trying to make a save right there. But
Stockdale undefeated, and that is a travel. So kind of a slow start for both teams here. We're a minute and a half into this first quarter, and it's really hasn't taken off yet. 2-0 Stockdale with one bucket by Mabi Lamotos. Freeman has it up high, picks up her dribble, and Coach Smith wants a timeout. He has not seen the flow that he's looking for. His assistant coach, Tyrone Taylor, 10 years coached at Taft Community College, so there's some veteran minds over there. And then how about Coach Redmond over here? He's been in basketball his entire life. What a story for Coach Redmond and what he brings to the table. He's in his first year. Said he had an opportunity to come and coach. He said, I'm going to grab it, Vance. I wasn't going to let this slip by. He played on that 33-0 state championship team from Thorn Ridge High School in Illinois. Then he went on to play at Lewis University, captain, co-MVP. He's been in hoop a long, long time. We saw him at Independence when BHS visited Independence. He was scouting. He had a little table set up, had all his notes out there. So Coach Redmond, Coach Smith, two great basketball minds here.
I think it paid off because they beat BHS by 5, so he was able to see what was going on. So good strategy.
Franklin in trouble on the baseline, tries to jam it across the baseline, can't. Stockdale with a fast break. Will it happen? It does not. Sloppy play so far for a team that's 7-0. And I know Coach Redmond's thinking, ladies, I told you. BHS doesn't tell Friday night.
Can't come in overconfident, especially when you have wide open transition layup like that. Got to take your time and control it.
And how about that? That's a bucket. Alcantar puts it in. That's a good no call by the official. She didn't pick up her pivot foot, so nice no call. 2-2, we're tied. Long ball gets put up, and it is almost in for Boston. Long rebound, pops out to Pickett. Pickett in the corner, puts it in the hands of Lamoto. She can't get it to go. We're still tied at 2, and that's going to be a body foul way out here, and that's going to be on Janisa Franklin.
You got Janice Green controlling the offensive glass. 2 big offensive rebounds right there to give her team continued chances to do well.
5:25 to go in this first quarter. Long shot gets put up by Boston, doesn't go. Longer rebound for Alcantar. Now she's working out there against Boston. That's a nice matchup out there.
Great defense right there by Boston. She's able to control it and force that backcourt violation. But Boston, I can tell she's got a nice rhythm to her shot right there, and if she gets going right now, it's going to be a long night for the Frontier Titans.
Naomi Jennings into the ball game for the Mustangs, and I would guess they might go right to her pretty quickly. A 1-3-1 defense, but another look from the baseline. It comes up just a hair short, but just like that.
There's Green again with her 3rd offensive rebound in probably the last minute or so. Really hustling, and the effort that every coach loves is someone that's working hard on that offensive glass.
So some good minutes for Celeste Mann. She comes out, gets a break. Naomi Jennings now is going to battle down there with Ashley Freeman. Jennings, 5'10", Freeman, at least that. Lucas around the corner gets cut off. 9 on the shot clock. Ball into the corner, dangerous pass. Oh, almost a look there. Will she take it? She tries to, blocked by Jennings, and a change of possession. Here come the Mustangs down the far side. It is up, and it is in for Janice Green. So 4-2 Mustangs, full court pressure getting put on. The trap handled by Frontier for the moment, and a crazy pass ends up in the hands of Franklin. Franklin comes over, gives it up, no good. Shot missed in there by Ezel, and now it's a fast break, and that's going to be an easy 2 right there. So Boston makes it a 6-2 basketball game. Full court pressure getting put on by the Mustangs. And looking for a jump ball possession arrow, and it's exactly what happens, but it's the Mustangs' ball. 3:48 in the first quarter, and now we're going to see Madison Torres in. We're going to see Nikki Zamora come back in, so some substitutions happening here for the Frontier Titans. Under 4 to go here in this first quarter. Low scoring affair so far. Mustangs have it on the baseline. Jennings on the low block. She'll pop out. Will she swing it around? She does. Lamotos has it. Here's a long bomb that gets put up. No good. Rebound. Freeman.
And if I'm Stockdale, I want to try and get back into that transition game, especially with the athletes that are on the floor that they have from Boston and Pickett.
Oh, Boston is really bothering Madison Torres out there, but Torres might have a look. She goes baseline. That's a nice move right there. Rattles in and out, doesn't go. Freeman with the rebound. Comes up, and she's fouled from behind, so she'll go to the line.
Yeah. And I think Jennings is waiting for that block right there, but she's got to remember that though she does have athleticism, and I think a lot of people forget about this, you still have to block out and box out and get those rebounds.
Foul is going to be on Mabi Lamotos, and at the line now is Ashley Freeman, the senior forward. First shot up, no good. Oh, rattles in and out, can't get it to go. Lamotos over to the corner to Boston. Boston baseline, pulls up, and it goes.
We covered Stockdale last year, and we did Stockdale BHS, and Boston has really developed that jump shot. You can tell that she's really worked on her form and her shooting. So
Freeman has it stolen from behind. Pickett picks it up. Now Jennings down the far side. Here comes Boston again. Oh, what a move, and it goes.
Wow. able to split that double team and get up there, take on the contact as well, and make buckets for two. Follow us on Twitter right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's definitely going to be on there. Good highlight that we have.
Woo. She goes to the line. Foul is on Zamora. Free throw missed, so it's a 10-2 ball game with 2:35 remaining here in this first quarter. Frontier trying to get their offense started here. Oh, and it's a bad pass. And a foul by Autumn Alcantar to try to stop the flow here, but Alyssa Ezel came to the high post. The pass went past her, and now we're going to see Megan Wegas into the ball game. So Wegas is going to come in for Alcantar.
Get a lot of experience for that young team. We've talked about it all night. Get mass substitutions. Get a lot of experience right now.
Jennings gets up high. What a soft touch.
Oh, wow.
Sweet touch. Naomi Jennings skies for it and then pulls up from 7 feet. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And Coach Smith wants another timeout. I think he's going to tell Wegas, I need you back here to take that ball in. 2:18 left here in the first quarter. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Kyle Wiley, Kevin Willie. And we are happy to be here at Stockdale High School tonight. Head coach Bill Redmond and his assistant coach Lexi Smith. By the way, Lexi Smith, assistant coach for the Mustangs. Many of you remember her. She had a prestigious career at Stockdale High School. We got 27-5 team, Valley Championship, quarter state finals. She went and played at Bakersfield College, then went on to play at Southern Oregon University. NAIA All-American status. She's done a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great player and wonderful young lady. So she is helping Coach Redmond. Boy, they've got some
pedigree, some
good
just,
vibes
yeah,
happening there.
absolutely.
Both teams. I mean, you talk about Deron Smith and Tyrone Taylor with all that young talent. It's going to be fun to watch his team develop as well. There's a nice press break right there.
Great hustle.
Oh, big foul. So we're going to see Nikki Zamora go to the line. And who will this foul be on? There's two Mustangs that Aaron Pickett's going to pick up that foul.
But also want to say another coach on that Stockdale bench. You see Nikki Martin was part of those Valley Championship teams with Erica McCall at Ridgeview. So you got a lot of championship experience sitting on that bench. And what better way to have women mentoring young girls on how to play the game the right way. So he's finding a formula.
Love it. Love it. Stockdale's fortunate to get Bill. At the line, she missed the first one. Nikki Zamora, senior guard. That looks better, and it is. So Zamora gets on the board.
And you see right now that this kind of 3-2 kind of defense that's going on there, they want to play a half-court defense and not a whole lot of press. Stockdale's got to be more aggressive in attacking the zone because they have the athletes that can split it and get out there.
Well, good hustle in there by Zamora as Jennings was in the corner. She was trying to get the ball over to Pickett, and good hustle out there. 1:54 remaining here in this first quarter. 12-3, Stockdale Mustangs. They're 7-0 in league, and they're trying to stretch it to 8-0. There's an open look there, but they give it over to Boston. Why not?
3-point field goal shot, Boston.
She's catching fire right now. She's got that rhythm going.
Well, she has 8 of their 15 points as Freeman. Coach Redmond thought they were going to get the ball there. Trouble on the far side. But she gets past it, and Zamora comes in, lays it up, and in. Look at this, Nikki Zamora. I think that it's become evident to her that she has the skill set and the speed to do some things on her own, and she just did it. And they're in that 1-2-2 zone. From the elbow, it gets passed out to Boston, off to the right, but look out. Jennings in there, up and in.
And as we talked about earlier, you needed Jennings to block out. She did a great job blocking out right there, getting the offensive rebound, putting it back up. If I'm Coach Deron Smith, I am absolutely beside myself right now because he's getting about 4 or 5 offensive rebounds to Stockdale in the last few minutes. They got to get that under control.
Under a minute, Zamora had an open look, just misses under the glass, and here come the Mustangs. Jennings on the run. They don't see her. They give it to Boston. Boston puts it up. Offensive rebound to Torres. Over to Zamora. Zamora has a look, takes it. Long shot, long rebound, and it is handled by Janice Green.
Janice Green's had a nice game, lots of rebounds. She's got 6 rebounds so far in the first quarter.
That's going to be a foul on Ashley Freeman. She'll pick up her first. Into the ball game, Melanie Castellanos, and we have a technical foul on
technical foul assessed to Frontier.
Well, the official called a technical foul. There were 6 girls on the floor because the substitution switch hadn't come yet. And the official essentially said, look, no matter what, you can't have 6 players on the floor. When one gets subbed in for, she has to come off the floor. So Aaron Pickett now has put the first 2 in. Here comes an, back of the rim, bounces left, and it's 19-5, and this might make it to a 20-5 call. The official explaining to the Frontier players, look, when you are subbed out, you have to come out. You can't stay on the floor. And Pickett misses the other. So 22.2 seconds remaining. It's Stockdale basketball, 19-5. They're up big right now in this first quarter.
And we see right there, especially the game, it can start to get ugly and pull away because the huge switch that comes around, free points, free possessions, that's the last thing that Frontier wants to give Stockdale.
9 on the shot clock. Pickett has it. Oh, there's a good move to get her some space. Back of the rim doesn't go, and it goes over the top of the glass. So with 4.4 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, Frontier might have a shot at it.
I'm with you, VP. That's a great shot right there, and Stockdale was patient as they moved the ball around the perimeter and was able to get a high percentage shot off the fake.
So that'll do it at the end of the first quarter, 19-5. Stockdale in command, but a lot of basketball left here on KernHighNetwork.com.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at GoArmy.com/team.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no-cost deed.
Welcome back, KernHighNetwork.com. Live exclusive coverage of high school athletics here in the Kern High School District. Girls basketball tonight, varsity girls basketball, Stockdale Mustangs welcoming in the Frontier Titans, but not in a real friendly way so far. It's 19-5. Mustangs up as we start the second quarter. I'm Vance Palm with Kyle Wiley and Kevin Willey. Here we go, second quarter action. And just like that, it's stolen by Andrea Fanning. Fanning strong to the basket, and it is lost. So one of the seniors, Andrea Fanning tonight, stole the ball right away.
Yeah, good for her, and she was able to have some momentum going up there, but that sometimes that transition from dribbling to layup is a little bit difficult when you're going full speed.
Nikki Zamora has the ball blocked, but she is absolutely the enforcer, the aggressor on this basketball team. She's trying to make something happen for these Titans.
And, you know, my heart kind of goes out for Nikki Zamora because she's a senior and got a lot of young talent on there. And, you know, maybe her leadership can really help them out in the long run.
Megan Wegas with a nice move. The freshman Megan Wegas. Wow. Shot goes up by Lamotos. Doesn't happen. Rebound Stockdale. And I like this too. Madison Torres saying, I got it. There's a nice pass. And they get it down to Wegas. Look at this.
Great little pass. Taking their time. Just getting a nice, easy shot right there. High percentage shot.
Moved it around, didn't they?
Yep.
Zamoto puts it up, doesn't get it. Jennings with the rebound, throws it out, almost stolen. Here comes Pickett with a shot, and it's down. No foul on the call, and now here comes Boston down the near side. She has somebody if she wants it. She does. Gives it up, and it's a beautiful pass to Mabi Lamotos. So Boston doing it all. Scoring, passing, defense. It's no wonder they're 7-0 with that type of effort.
And the athleticism that they have on the court is
Wegas.
I like Wegas' game right there. She saw the mismatch that she had against Boston, was able to go up and over.
23-9. Here's a steal. It's Zamora. She goes hard to the bucket, but she's denied at the glass by Gianna Boston.
Wow.
We just talked about every part of her game.
From shooting to playing defense, she is super athletic.
Coach Bill Redmond has called a timeout. It's 23-9. Tomorrow night, SWYL Wrestling at Frontier High School. It's going to be a blast. Myself and Coach Brad Hull and a special guest joining us for the call tomorrow night at Frontier High School. Stay tuned on that as far as the specific start time. We will keep you informed. And we'll probably start with a little bit of lead time so you can let everybody know to watch that. Our wrestling numbers skyrocketed through the roof last year incrementally by the hour. They kept going up, and people were texting and twittering and tweeting and saying, oh, my gosh, wrestling's on.
We were able to hop on the California Index Wrestling Forum, just this massive blog of insiders that are on there. So very fortunate for their support of allowing us to put our information on there so people can tune in to the Kern High Network all over the state, all over the nation.
Steal. Here comes Stockdale. Lamotos down the far side, comes up, and she's fouled hard by Zamora.
I got to give it up to Zamora. She is a hustler for these Frontier Titans. You know, kind of stacked. She's, you know, may not have the size of the height, but she's got the speed and she's got the desire to get out there. So
I love her game. 2 fouls, and Elise Enriquez is looking to come in. I don't know if she'll come in for Zamora. She does. So we're going to see Freeman and Enriquez come in, and we're also going to see Gabriella Gambrioli. She goes by Gabby. So Gabby Gambrioli in the game for the Mustangs. So Coach Redmond saying, hey, Duran, I can go match and match here.
We talk about free throws all the time right there, VP, and, you know, missing 2 free throws right here.
So Gabby's in for 1 free throw shot and picks up an over-the-back call. But now she's going to get down and play some defense. See if she can't get a steal. Offense being initiated by Torres. Float down low. Beautiful pass. Oh, doggone it. Missed by Castellanos, but that was a nice feed into the low post. Pickett to Jennings. Jennings can't get it to go. Gabby with the rebound. Gabrioli gives it back up. They move the ball back out. Nice bounce pass back door. And it is put up by Boston. Can't hang. And here we go.
They're attacking the zone pretty well. They're just not finishing at the hoop with their shots.
Enriquez passes over.
Great rebound right there by Jennings.
Naomi with the rebound. Boston pulls off the glass. Oh, thought it would go. Long rebound. Now it's Enriquez. Enriquez down the near side, right in front of the opposing coach, Bill Redmond.
Great defense right there by Pickett. She's able to cut her off and prevent her from attacking the hoop.
Enriquez. Just a little bit short. Good hustle out there by Freeman, but it ends up back in the Mustangs' hands, and Coach Redmond clapping his hands, but maybe not in euphoria. He's saying, come on. Well, there's a good pass right there, but no rim. 4 minutes to go here in the half. It's 23-9. Enriquez pulls it back. Watch out. Torres hard to the hole, up off the glass, can't get it to go. Jennings with the rebound. Jennings shoved in the corner. She goes, I got it.
Kind of bumped into her teammate a little bit. Here comes Pickett. Great pass.
And Gabrioli will go to the line. She gets fouled on the attempt from 2 feet. She got hacked. 3:54 remains here in this first half. We're at Stockdale High School, and Frontier not able to get into double digits just yet.
You know, VP, you and I have talked about this year, the guard play in Kern County, whether it be boys and girls, is just through the roof. And you're looking at a Stockdale Mustangs team that has 2 guards, and you're talking about Aaron Pickett and, Gianna Boston. Either one of them, either time, could push it up the floor. We see the likes of Isaiah Hill and Kadar Waller being able to do that as well on the boys' side. But what a facet to have, to essentially have 2 point guards on a team, both running at the same time.
So Gabby Gambrioli gets both free throws. I agree 100%, Kyle. Torres, hard to the bucket, stops, pulls back. Oh, Lucas thought about it for a second. It's a steal by Boston. She's going hard to the hole. Boston comes up and lays it in.
Just the speed that she possesses, when she gets going, she splits the defenders and she's gone.
Filling up the scorebook right now. She has 10 already in this first half. Enriquez up, and they're going to say she's fouled on the ground. Foul is going to be on Mabi Lamotos. Her second foul, but it was not on the shot. Inbounds play. Look at this. It is up, but a little too long. Rebound, Jennings.
Jennings is just controlling the glass right now, VP.
Well, she's doing all the work to get the position,
Yeah. Even on the offensive end, she's just working hard to get those rebounds.
To get that position is what it's all about.
Great defense by Pickett. She's able to get in front of the offensive player.
And again, from Jennings to Boston. Boston up with the right hand. Can't make it, and Jennings battling all the way to the hardwood. She kept battling for that basketball. She fell on her back. And the Frontier crowd can't believe that. They think for sure that it's their ball, but they're saying that it went off the back of one of the Frontier players.
And Green comes back into the game, and she's had herself about 6 or 7 rebounds. So a lot of athleticism, a lot of active players for the Stockdale Mustangs.
Another shot up, doesn't happen. Freeman with the rebound, hands it off to Enriquez. Enriquez for 3. Wow.
Got numbers. Oh, great pass.
And a great save by Jennings. Pickett up short. Battle for the basketball, and that'll be
jump ball, I think they're going to call.
Jump ball, and we see Elise Enriquez, the sophomore guard, and Janice Green, the senior, with a tussle over the basketball. And looked like Elise Enriquez let her know, hey, I'm here to play tonight, even though we're down 27-9. Pickett trying to get down low to Gambrioli, but she is guarded very well down there by Montalano. And there's the turnover. Torres to the left with her right hand. Can't get it to go. Gambrioli with the rebound. And bad pass underneath and a quick steal, but no, Torres can't make it.
Pickett, great job.
Boston, another shot pull. And we're going to see who wants this. And it's picked up by Frontier, and the shot goes up, and it's no good. 1:47 remaining here in the first half. And the Frontier Titans still in single digits.
I really like Aaron Pickett's game. I mean, the little things that she takes the extra little dribble to get her teammate a better shot, better open shot right there, even though Boston missed it. I love seeing those things, VP, that she's able to just have that patience and that know-how just to wait just a little longer.
Long shot goes up by Pickett.
Jennings,
Boston down to Jennings. Naomi, automatic. The work and the prep that goes into her getting that ball is just what I'm amazed with. The position that she has, how do you not throw it into her?
You think she's had some work with Dad?
I mean, just the footwork and the body positioning is just near perfect. Talk about near perfect. Madison Torres drops the bomb. A 3, and it's 29-12 with under a minute to go here in this first half. And Coach Redmond said, let's just slow it down. About a 24-second differential on the clocks. Jennings. The ball's picked off. And now it's Torres. Torres in, misses from the left, but right there is her teammate, and that's America's Lucas.
You got to appreciate the extra little hustle that they're giving, not giving up. They got down by 20, but now they've cut it, to 15, and they just got to go a little bit at a time.
"17 seconds to go here in this first half. A dangerous pass. It's a 15-point lead for Stockdale, but they've kind of had some discombobulation here the last minute or so. Shot goes up by Pickett, no good. Look at the hustle. Look at the hustle by Janice, but it's going to end up Frontier basketball. 3.9 seconds left. Can you imagine they drop a long three in here and get it to a 12-point game? And Coach Redmond pulling them back, going to give them an opportunity. Wow. Half-court shot, it's up, and it's, really close. 29-14 at the half. And we saw Frontier making a nice effort to get back in this thing. We'll take a quick break here and step back for a few minutes and come back and join you in a little bit here. KernHighNetwork.com's live exclusive coverage of high school sports in the Kern High School District. Tonight, Frontier at Stockdale on the score, 29-14, Stockdale. Back in a few minutes.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at GoArmy.com/team.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
We're learning a lot about how mobile apps are made, the programming and coding that goes into it, along with the time and effort. Along with that is also the entrepreneurship of the class, learning how to run our own business.
We're also learning basic marketing skills, people skills, graphic design, and social media marketing so that they can freelance, they can work on their own, they can apply for a job, they can go to BC or Cal State or any other university who offers programs that are specific within the mobile app development concentration or business concentration.
With my future and career, I do plan on being somewhat of an entrepreneur, owning my own business, sort of a clothing brand line. And so this will definitely help me out with possibly an app for my company, and the entrepreneur part helping me be able to run my business as smoothly as I can make it go.
We're learning the different roles, what a game designer is, what they do, and how video games are made, and how to deconstruct them.
We're also going to be teaching the hard skills, which includes learning the Unreal Engine. What the Unreal Engine is it's a game development tool that students will be able to use to make their very own video games. And this is something that actually industry professionals use every day to make some of the top-selling games. They're all the same size. You're all on the same plane. There's no undulating terrain or anything like that.
Our instructor, he's really amazing. He encourages everybody. He's really fun and he makes learning fun.
So they've got top-of-the-line computers here and they're set up to excel. I would be surprised if other students their age coming out of high school would have anywhere near the level of expertise that these guys are going to have.
Come back, everybody. Vance Palm here, sitting right next to Kyle Wiley and Kevin Willie's on camera. We want to thank Kern Schools Federal Credit Union for being the awesome Kern High School District sponsors that they are. That was a one phone call ask, and they said, are you kidding me? You guys are going to start live streaming all of our high school student athletes, and then you're going to get into music and fine arts, and you got it. We're in. United States Army. They've re-upped again for 2018, 2019. They are in. Thank you, United States Army. PAV Solar and Communication, another one call. And they said, whatever you guys need, we're here to help, as well as Premier Lighting. I went to Tony's Pizza and I said, Tony, you want to do something really cool? We're doing something with the high school district, and I'd like to do Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. He said, Vance, whatever you want to do, let's do it. Now we give a Tony's Pizza Player of the Game for all of our events. Kyle goes to that school himself with the pizza box, and it has a T-shirt and it has a gift certificate in there, and he goes in the classroom, and it's pretty much like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, except there's no actual pizza in the box. And then Raymond's Trophies. Thank you so much. We appreciate all your support. And how about Dr. Brian Schaefer, the superintendent of the Kern High School District, the assistant superintendent of instruction, Dr. Brenda Lewis, the assistant superintendent of educational services and innovative programs, Dr. Dean McGee, and our main man, director of school support services, Stan Green. We have an exciting week next week, too. It's not just wrestling tomorrow night and Friday night, but next week, Kyle.
Next week, we finish off kind of our winter sports as we're just winding it down. It's VP, we're in the middle of a 6 straight day grind of work days that we have on there. Kids have the day off on Monday. Tuesday, we come back for an exciting doubleheader, East Bakersfield High School at Golden Valley High School, and we get to see Nene Jones, another top talent that we look on there. And then we look at an East High boys basketball team that has the likes of David Saya and Angel Baez that are some tough football players that are out there.
They gave Ridgeview a tough grind last night.
Yeah, absolutely. And, so they'll get out there. But Golden Valley's also had a pretty good season, too, as well, as you see the super athlete, Carl Jones, out there. And I was very fortunate to be out at Golden Valley today, be able to take some photos of their new head coach that they got in there, that there's a lot of excitement that's going on right now around Golden Valley. So a lot happening. Then on Wednesday, VP, you and I looked at this game at the very beginning because we kind of knew the talent levels of each. But, it's going to be another just exciting game at BHS as they host Liberty Patriots. And there's going to be a lot of people, and it's going to be packed.
Look,
and it's going to
I'm calling this game. Will there be a seat for me?
I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a seat for either you or I. So maybe Kevin Willie.
Kevin, we're going to have to hang Kevin in the rafters, man, because you talk about some precious real estate inside that Bakersfield High School gym next Wednesday night when the Liberty Patriots show up. It's going to be one of those games that everybody's going to be in there if they don't have a game that night. There's going to be a ton of college scouts in there. This is going to be a game for the ages next Wednesday night, a week from tonight, and it's also Valentine's night. So anytime you want to lay on some nice swag from the Kern High School District tonight, Kevin gave me a C sucker last night, so he and I are good.
I'll figure some things out for you there, VP. But I'll try and figure it out. But think about that. You talk about a league championship on the line in that game. Oof. You got playoff seeding on the line. You got potential player of the year implications and awards that are coming out. There's a lot on this line as some of those guys that from the Ronnie Stapps to the Roland Banks to the Isaiah Hills to the Kadar Wallers, guys that are the kind of talk of the town around hoops are going to be going at it, and just kind of
Costa Bakakis.
Yeah, Costa Bakakis, who is just he kind of flies under the radar, but man, he is just so tough.
Ask Coach Bird if he likes him.
Ask any coach in town if they like having him on their team.
So that is a week from tonight. So that's kind of a look at what we have going tomorrow night. Boys wrestling, Friday night girls wrestling. Next Tuesday, it's going to be East at Golden Valley, boys and girls hoops, and then Next Wednesday night, Valentine's night, to finish off our winter schedule. It is the game of the season in many respects, and I'm glad you broad-stroked it that way because there are other games and there are other teams playing, but that's going to be a big one there. Liberty at BHS. Can't wait to call that one.
And looking in the just distant future, we got performing arts coming up. We're going to do a drama performance at South High, and we're going to have BHS choir concerts. We're going to have different things going on there where we're really trying to expand. We'll have our all-star basketball games on March 21st to talk about. But one thing we got a good big push starting in March is for the Peak Awards, and that's where we really honor all of our students all over the district, and it's just a massive event. VP, you were there last year. How packed was that place, at BHS at Harvey Auditorium?
Well, with all that said, we're back to the task at hand, and that is the Stockdale Mustangs girls, 7-0 in league, 20-4 overall this season, and just like that, Janice Green says, I'm taking it right out of your hands. But she misses the layup. Oh, goodness. Now Janice is in trouble, and she's traveling. She's walking. So the ball just got taken right out of the hands of the Frontier Titan, but they'll get a chance again. But, man, Coach Redmond's coming in with a full court press.
Janice Green also grabbed probably her 5th or 6th offensive rebound right there, even off the miss, but she is playing a heck of a game. Got to finish, though.
Zamora, she goes hard to the bucket and, just misses, flies it over the rim. Hard angle to use the glass, but Zamora back in the game, has her second foul. Enriquez pulls the trigger, and she is not shy. She's pulled some long shots already, and to get them back into it, she might pull right there.
She averages 12 points a game at just a sophomore.
Yep, I like her. Zamora wants to go left again, and she loses the handle, but they're going to say that it's Frontier ball because it went off the foot of Mabi Lamotos. Just underway, third quarter. Oh, unfortunate. She tried to sneak it in to Ashley Freeman. The ball bounced off the back of the glass and then off of Jennings. Now a big block by Naomi Jennings. They tried to sneak it into Castellanos. Jennings said no, and a beautiful pass. But great defense down there. Zamora blocks the attempted layup, and the great hustle there. And the foul is going to be on the Titans, and I think it's going to be on Freeman. And it is. So Ashley Freeman's picked up her second foul, and you have Freeman and Naomi Jennings both wearing number 22, both fierce competitors, and neither one backing down. What a matchup tonight. And now we're going to see Alyssa Ezel come in, and she's going to be on Jennings. So they are tall. They've got height. It's a bad inbounds pass. Zamora now down the near side. Zamora comes up. She stops, tries to go with the right hand, can't get it. Jennings with the rebound. She puts it off in Pickett's hands. Pickett sees Boston down low on a big walk. She was going to go to Boston, but then Autumn Alcantar stepped in that passing lane, and Pickett was stuck.
She did a little shuffle there.
She was stuck. She was in the air and said, what if I can get away with this? Let me see if I can get away with this.
We talked about that earlier pass Gianna Boston had that was deflected. She just brings it. Just seems like every time she touches the ball, there's another tool in that tool belt of skills that she has.
Zamora misses the shot, and it's going to be possession arrow for the Mustangs. But, boy, you sure have to love the effort of the junior, Alyssa Ezel. She's in there working hard, and we've seen this before, Kyle, the team that's been down, whether it's the boys or the girls, all these coaches here in the Kern High School District really presenting that message of never, ever, ever give up.
Yeah, we saw that last night against Highland and South High. I mean, South battled back, but Highland, wow.
Pickett. Yeah, we haven't even talked about last night's game. It gives us an opportunity right now. Deron Smith calls a timeout. Last night, we went up to the Upper East Side, and the Highland Scotsmen took on the South High Rebels, and it started off with Highland up big, and then South came storming back, and they only led in the first half at the last second. Last second shot at halftime, and they went up and scored a bucket to put them up by 1 at half. Then they come back and start where they left off. They build up a little lead in the third quarter, but then the Highland Scotsmen come rolling back. Deontay Davis comes in as a super sub and starts causing real havoc for the South High guards, and then Next thing you know,
Mr. Rivera had a great game, too.
Jaden Rivera, he never saw a shot he didn't like either, and he was dropping them in from everywhere, and Highland pulls off a big win. Dare I say upset.
Yeah, especially because they only won one league game, and South won. They were 3-3, and they're kind of looking at that for South. That was a critical loss because they're looking at playoff implications, and that may stir things up a little bit.
Titans trying to get the basketball in. Boston has it deflected, and it's going to be a foul on Diesel, and there was 2.9 seconds on about 3 of the Mustangs in the key before that foul. So 32-14, 6:09 to go here in the third quarter. Quick substitution to get Madison Torres in there. So with Torres, Enriquez, and Zamora, you've got 3 really good guards in there for Frontier. Pass comes over here to Boston. Boston dribbles hard to the paint. Oh, what a pass. Oh, but it is knocked out by Freeman. Deflected, blocked, and it hands it off to Torres. So let's see if these 3 guards for the Titans can make something happen out here and get back into this game. It's 32-14 right now. Stockdale all over it. Nice crossover by Torres. Puts it in Enriquez's hands. Back to Torres. They're trying to get the ball down to Izell, and that is not handled. Jennings says, nope, not in my key. Boston right down the middle of the floor.
Jeez. Frontier's got to pick that up. That's way too easy for a superstar.
Leading scorer of the game with 12, and that's a hard foul by Janice Green, and we're going to see Zamora go to the line. 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching all of this live exclusive coverage of the Kern High School District's athletics here on KernHighNetwork.com.
Boston, super athletic. I mean, I'm looking at the replay right now that you can find on Twitter at KHSD Athletics. She goes the full length of the floor, and no one even bothers to pick her up, but she just splits everyone. So
Zamora misses the first. It bounced 3 times off the rim. Here comes the second. A lot of activity on the line there, and I think there's going to be lane violation on. They're going to give her one more. Who moved? I think what we're seeing there is Naomi Jennings and Ashley Freeman. What a battle down low. It is fun to watch, and Zamora gets the free throw. That's her 6th point of the night. Under 5.5 here to go in the third quarter. 34-15, 19-point lead for the Mustangs. Nice pass into Jennings. Oh, that's a beautiful feed. However, a whistle.
Before she caught it, I like Jennings that she's able to communicate as she made that cut across the key right there. And you know, sometimes it could be a little quiet, but she's calling for the ball. She's got a great lane, great opportunity to make a bucket right there.
Foul is on Izell. The shot goes up for the Mustangs, does not hit rim, and it goes off of Green, so it will be Frontier basketball, 34-15. It's still a sizable lead for the Titans. Fast break, and it's stolen by Boston, but it goes back into the hands of Titans, and it bounces off the knee of Izell, so it's going to stay Stockdale basketball. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Shot put up.
Wow.
Naomi Jennings is 4 for 4. Foul in there by Boston. So can you dig this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Leading scorer of the game with 12 points. I have her for 5 assists, and that's her first foul.
Amazing.
And 3 steals, by the way. 3 steals.
And she, super athletic, plays a good job. Very headsy, good knowledge of the game.
The long ball. Whoo! Madison Torres. Madison Torres is 2 for 2, and guess they've both been from downtown. So Torres with 2 long bombs, 6 points for her. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Pass in the corner, and that's a good-looking shot there by Lamotos, and she gets the 3. Mabi Lamotos. And possession arrow for Frontier. I can tell you this. If you're Nikki Zamora and you pick up the ball in the corner on a full court press in front of Naomi Jennings. Get ready. They keep the basketball, though. High pass to Freeman. Perfect person to throw it high to. She's able to go up and get it. Torres works it, gets it over, and feeds it right down the middle of Torres. Oh, what a nice press break, and it is a fight in there. Ezell and Jennings for the basketball. Nice battle. Oh, okay. I had to stop talking just for a second because it looked as though there was a foul call, but they were just calling it out of bounds on the back of Ezell. So Mustang basketball, 39-18. I'm really enjoying the low post work tonight by both teams. And look at this. Lamotos has another look at it. Jennings battling for it, but it ends up in Nikki Zamora's hands.
You have Jennings and Green battling on the offensive glass all night as both of them have a lot of offensive rebounds.
To the paint is Lucas, and the ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Frontier basketball with 17 on the shot clock. $16 and counting now on the shot clock. But Nikki Zamora, capable point guard, surveying everything, puts it in the hands of Torres. Torres, just miscommunication there with Ezell. I think she was going to try to float it over Green's head. And now we're going to see Gabby Gambrioli in for the Mustangs, and a well-deserved break for Janice Green. Janice Green doesn't have a lot of points, but, man, does she distribute and work.
She's probably got about 9 or 10 rebounds.
Yep.
Working hard on that glass. Very unselfish player, doing all the kind of dirty work, grunt work that you want to have in a player.
Frontier locked in a zone. Boston to
Great
Jennings.
pass.
That's unbelievable. Oh, Naomi Jennings, her first miss. I cursed her by saying 4 for 4.
Yeah.
And of all things, it was a one-footer that she'd make 99 more times if she took it. Float into Freeman and just goes through her hands out of bounds. And now we're going to see the young freshman, Megan Wegas, come into the ball game for the Frontier Titans. And Megan's got a couple of buckets tonight.
Yeah, she got good low post game. I'm telling you, Frontier, you give them a few years, they're going to be ready to go. They're taking their lumps right now, but they're getting better as we speak.
1-2-2 zone being played by Coach Smith's Titans. So the Mustangs have to move it around or do that. The long ball put up by Pickett and Jennings battling for the rebound, and Alyssa Ezell is going to be called for her third foul. And
a lot of contact between those two every possession, so
not a word spoken between them. They understand.
Part of the game.
They play in the post. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Naomi's dad threw me around like a rag doll, man. I had to learn the hard way. Naomi, nice one-stepper in there. Can't get it to go. And rebound is Ezell. Here come the Titans.
Ezell definitely tough in those rebounds. She's working.
Freeman over to Torres, down low to Ezell. That's great position in there. Ezell misses off the glass and rebound Mustangs. And it comes back into the hands of Pickett. Pickett down the far side. Her mom was named honorary coach for this season, but she throws it away right there. Ezell battles with it. Alyssa Ezell comes in, has it knocked out of her hands by Pickett. Now Pickett down the near side, right in front of us. 4-on-2 if she decides, and she tries to cross up Freeman. Now it's 3-on-0, 1-on-0.
Good hustle by Gianna Boston right there. Get back on defense.
It is a free-for-all for that basketball with 1:54 to go here in the third quarter. Kevin, you get all that?
He's trying to stay with it right there.
Man, oh man, 39-18 is the score. 1:54 to go in the third quarter. We're at Stockdale High School varsity girls basketball. They're trying to get the ball into Jennings, and just a little bit too high, and it's going to remain in the hands of the Titans. They're trying to work it down there to Jennings, but she draws a crowd. Oh, what a block by Boston, and can you believe it? She knocked it out of bounds, but the Frontier Titan, Lucas, was standing out of bounds.
Yeah.
We saw that last night at Highland. Just unlucky where the ball gets blocked and you're out of bounds on the baseline and it bounces off you.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can get the ball back down to Jennings, as we were talking about here a minute or two ago. Shot goes up by Lamotos, and it is no good. Rebound Titans. And here comes a fast break in Wegas' hands, and Wegas is 3 for 3, and she puts it in. So Megan Wegas has taken 3 shots tonight. She's made all 3. She has 6 points, and now the freshman is at the line, and she's going to shoot 1. And we're about to see Janice Green come right back in the ball game. Coach Redmond saying, look, I need my defensive specialist in there. And Aaliyah Montellano is going to go in for Freeman. She's going to come out and take a break. She hasn't sat down yet this quarter.
One thing about Stockdale, though, I can see why they've won some games. You see the hustle on defense right there. I know Wegas made that, but Pickett is sprinting as hard as she can to do that.
Wegas!
Feeling it right now. 8 points off the bench.
Megan Wegas scorching the Stockdale Nets right now. And they stay in that 1-2-2 zone. Bad shot taken out there, honestly, by Boston. Only reason I say bad is because she's got Janice Green and Naomi Jennings down low looking for that ball. I know she's a scorer, and she's been scoring a bunch tonight, but ball stolen by Jennings, and that'll be a possession arrow.
I mean, little things that that you see with Green right there. She got, right when she gets in the game, she's already battling for an offensive rebound and switches the possession arrow around.
Instant impact.
Love that. It's
instant impact.
Instant hustle, instant impact, all that you have right off the bench.
Oh, there's the look they want. Jennings, and she kicks it back out, and Lamotos just can't get it to go. Rebound by Madison Torres. Torres down the far side to Wegas. Wegas comes up, and what's the call going to be? They're going to say she hopped and skipped, and she traveled.
I'll say this about Stockdale as they've been putting up some threes, finding a little bit more consistency from the three-point range as they start getting into playoffs has got to be the one thing they got to work on, is having that true outside presence. Pickett, they're going to be teams that have that.
I agree. Pickett over to Boston. Boston looks inside, a little too crowded in there, and they finally get it back out to Pickett's hands. She flings it across the corner to Lamotos.
Good
They're
passing.
Moving the ball well. Pickett.
Wow.
Aaron Pickett, all net. Shot is up. It would be good if it counted, but it is not. At the end of the third quarter, 42-22, but it's an exciting game. Loving it here on KernHighNetwork.com. We'll take a very short break and come back with fourth quarter action.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at GoArmy.com/team.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you here on KernHighNetwork.com. It is the fourth quarter, and Stockdale Mustangs with a 20-point lead, but we've seen these runs get put on by Frontier, and it looks like, Coach Deron Smith and assistant coach Tyrone Taylor, it looks like they're, trying some things out, moving some things around. They'll get a little spurt of offense there, and now Noelle Crowder into the ball game. So a brand new entry, another sophomore. So we have some sophomores, freshmen, juniors out there. And then this freshman, Madison Torres, pulls the trigger, can't get it to go, but Naomi Jennings pulls down the rebound, puts it in Boston's hands. Boston comes in, lays it up, misses another one. Jennings with the big rebound. Jennings has it fouled. Titan crowd not happy with the call.
They're going to call it on the ground right there, but once again you see how active Naomi Jennings is right there on the offensive glass.
Yeah, if that ball goes up on either side of the floor, she's after it.
Yep.
Pickett comes in. A lot of contact, no call, but it'll stay Mustang basketball.
And the other person that's going after it is Green. So you got Green and Jennings both very active for the Mustangs on the glass.
When your head coach played on a 33-0 state championship team, you're going to work hard.
Yeah, absolutely. A little travel no call right there.
Pickett misses, rebound, Titans. So 7:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Can Frontier make a mad dash to the finish here? Crowder has it up top, just inserted into the game, and she tosses it over the hands of Montalano. So, and look out, Nick Ellis, look out. Aaron Pickett was trying her soccer skills, and our man Nick Ellis had it roll off his back, but he's let a lot roll off his back as a longtime official.
Yep. Appreciate all the work he does for us on the Kern High Network.
Boy, he's good, isn't he?
Absolutely.
They swing the ball around to Boston. Pickett now has it. She goes to the elbow. Boston goes down to Jennings, back over to Pickett. And
Great
then, of
ball.
course, Slamotos. Oh, doesn't go. Rebound, Green.
Jeez.
And she deserves that one, doesn't she?
I think Janice Green's got 13 rebounds now, and I think she's got 8 offensive rebounds to go along with that. So she's playing a great game.
Some sloppy play here for a second or two. Some bad passes and some steals. Here comes Torres. Torres over to Crowder. Crowder off the glass. Can she get it? No, she can't. Rebound, Green.
Number 14.
Oh, what a pass to Boston. What a pass, and she gets it to go. So, yes, she has a lot of points, but when you're running the floor and you're sprinting from baseline to baseline, you're doing the work to get that pass. And now we're going to see Zamora and Freeman back into the game. For Crowder and Monteano. .6:15. In the ballgame, 25-point lead for Stockdale, up 47-22. Zamora thought about going left, kicks it back out. Torres working on Pickett. Oh, what a nice move to the hole. Can't make it, and Jennings with the rebound. That's her 418th tonight.
Yeah.
Pickett, long bomb, and oh, she gets bailed out. It goes off of the hands of Lucas, or it would have been just a long pass out of bounds. So 5:50 remains here in the fourth quarter.
You just hope, if you're coach Redmond, that your team doesn't get sloppy. They got to continue to play focused and crisp. Even with large leads, they can't develop bad habits.
Oh, beautiful pass down low, but great closeout defense in there by Wegas. Wegas really forced the Mustangs to take a bad shot. Now we're going to see Castellanos come back in. So
you see Green
tall
there.
Team, man.
You just see Green right there. It's never easy for them to get a rebound. Her hands are always around there. She plays great defense, never gives up on the ball.
Zamora has her shot blocked, but Freeman picks it up, kicks it over to Torres. Torres for three. That doesn't go. Rebound, Jennings. Jennings dribbles over here to the near side, takes a quick look. Has the ball deflected. Whose call? What's the call going to be here? And they're going to say it's Stockdale Mustang ball. Back into the ball game for the Titans is Elise Enriquez. And Madison Torres comes out to a big round of applause. She's done a really nice job tonight. She came out to get some water, looked at her relatives, and she goes, I'm mad. Back into the ball game for the Mustangs, Gabby Gambrioli.
Like Green's game, as she comes out, gets a little breather.
Zamora, that's just perfect. Just perfect.
Well designed, well executed play, and they're running it good. I'll say this about Frontier. They are committed to running plays, running an offense, committed to setting good screens.
Working for the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boston Over to Pickett, down to Jennings. Jennings, one dribble power move, up off the glass. Count it.
What a game.
Zamora going against Pickett with the right. Gets stopped for a second. Enriquez down low. Jennings says nope, and that's going to be a hard foul. And Zamora goes over to Pickett and says, you okay? Nikki Zamora picks up her third foul. And now we're going to see Janessa Franklin back into the ball game, and Autumn Alcantar are both going to come back in for the Frontier Titans. First one up and good by Aaron Pickett. That's her 10th point of the evening. You can see why this team is 7-0. You can see why they're 20-4. When it comes down to it, they get the job done. Should be an interesting night Friday night against BHS.
And they have a lot of different players that do a lot of unique things on there. You got two guards, but then you got Jennings, who's an offensive presence as well as her defense and blocking. But then they have that kind of just that wild card in there in green where she's very active on the blocks, very active defensively and on the rebound.
God, they have 7 seniors.
Yeah.
A couple of them are not playing due to injury, but 7 seniors. That's so valuable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shot missed by the Titans. 3:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. 51-24. Jennings dribbles inside the arc, passes it over to Boston, and they want Gambrioli to get the shot. She gets it, but Jennings just comes in and says, I got it.
Plays with passion, does a lot of great things. So.
Wow. Steal by Boston. Will Zamora foul? She does. And they're going to call an intentional foul on Nikki Zamora. So, unfortunately, if you're Nikki, if you're going to foul, just go and foul hard. Try to go for the ball. But instead, it was from behind and it was a shove. So, the optics on it were not good. So now at the line, Gianna Boston makes the first. And 4 Titans coming in right now for Coach Smith. Stockdale will have the ball on the baseline. I watch a lot of things in these gyms. Yeah. And these Frontier Titan girls, they get along. They're good teammates. You can tell they like each other. You can tell they have a good time. It's been a bit of a struggle this year, but you can tell teams that are struggling and don't like to be around each other. And then you can tell teams that, hey, look, it's been a tough season, but, love you.
And you just talked about it too, Vance, that Stockdale's has 7 seniors. In a few years, we're going to be saying the Frontier Titans with their 15 seniors out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
Special teams. So.
There's a nice rebound right there by another junior, Alyssa Izell. And the officials have,
looks like it's
a double technical, and we saw it going on. Double technical. So Boston will pick up her second foul, but it's a T. And Franklin's going to pick up her T. So you hate to see that. But they were kind of going at it. They've been going at it. And Coach Smith is going to have a word with his player and get somewhat of an explanation. And I think from what I know of Coach Redmond, he's probably going to whisper in Gianna's ear and say, are you kidding me? Leading scorer tonight. You've been doing it all. 6 assists, 5 steals, a ton of points. That's the last thing any of us need to be involved with. But the official saw what he saw, called it. And with regards to Janessa Franklin, a sophomore, a learning moment.
Yep.
Where the senior might have lured her into that technical. You never know. So
in a runaway game like this, you got to keep your composure. That's the one thing to look at is there's nothing to gain off that, and especially when you're dealing with potential for ejections, potential for things like that. All of these games matter as we go on here. They have a big game against BHS going on right now, and she gets another technical foul, and she has to sit that game against BHS. Talk about the implications that go on there. So
Coach Redmond was pretty stern right now with Gianna Boston. He was not pleased with that. And what a point you brought up. Can you imagine if she got another tee?
Yeah.
Franklin passes it down low, and that's going to be a foul on Boston. So Franklin was able to feed the ball down low to Lucas. So Boston picks up her third foul, one of those three, and I think it's a smart move for Coach Redmond. Just 30-point lead, pull her out, let her get ready for Friday night.
Especially as you have she just got a technical and just got kind of an aggressive foul right there. Is don't take any more chances. Just keep her out. Let her diet down a little bit so that she can have her composure and have her for Friday night, as you said, BP.
Pass comes in. Under 3 to go here. There's a nice move to the hole. Oh, and a foul on the play. Madison Torres with a beautiful lane. Went to the right side. Couldn't convert, but she'll go to the line. And Gambrioli picks up her second foul. Now at the line, Torres. She has 6 points, both of them three-pointers. Celeste Mann is into the ball game, and we may have seen the last of Mabi Lamotos as well. She's had a nice game. Mabi had 8 points tonight. Second free throw missed. Oh, hard foul right there by Madison Torres. And if you're the Frontier Titans, down 30, every time you foul now, it's going to be a double bonus. I think if you're Coach Smith, you may just want to play this thing out and get out of here.
Scale it back a little bit.
But no. At the line now, Erica Tate. Tate in the books. The junior guard makes them both. Well, great form by Erica. Pass intended for Wegas on that long ball. She's fouled by Andrea Fanning.
I like Fanning right there. She made the foul, tried to help up, showed good sportsmanship. Got to see that more often than not. Physical foul sometimes, but if you're Coach Redmond, you just want your team to set back in a half-court defense and not have to worry about these things.
Megan Wegas, she's just a scoring machine. All she does is score when she touches the ball. That's her 9th point. Beautiful stroke at the line. 2:43 remains here in this fourth quarter. Stockdale in the driver's seat, up 30.
I think that's the right call. A little bit of contact going up right there. I like Tate's game. She's coming off. I mean, another guard to add. I mean, you're playing behind 2 superstars at guard, so.
That's going to be Zell's 4th foul. Erica Tate on the line. Ooh, rattles in and out. So somewhat of a very slow pace here towards the end of this basketball game with 10 fouls on Frontier, 10 plus fouls on Frontier, 8 on Stockdale. Possession arrow, struggle for the basketball, and then it's going to end up in Frontier's hands, or did they call the foul?
They did.
Fanning's second foul, so with 2:34 left here, we could be here a while. We'll see. I think if you're both coaches, you're saying, look, ladies, please back off the fouls, please.
You like the hustle, you like to not quit, but
Zell did not draw iron, so it will be. And I think Coach Smith is concurring with both of us, saying, let's just pull it back. But then you have Erica Tate that she'll go 100 miles an hour into that key. Oh, a steal, a pick by Franklin. Franklin And she gets fouled from behind by Erica Tate.
Stockdale foul number 2, Erica Tate, first personal on the line for Frontier. Vanessa Franklin shooting 2.
Both teams in the double bonus now.
Tate with the foul, and Franklin strokes that in. Her first point of the evening. 2:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Nice looking shot there by Franklin, so she's on the board for 2. And into the ball game, Jayla Green, the sophomore for the Mustangs. Wegas battling for it, and another foul, this time on Erica Tate. So
Stockdale foul number 2, Erica Tate, second personal. That'll put Frontier to the
can anybody tell me a 24-hour store where I can get detergent?
Walmarts are still open.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. It's going to be a long night. Wegas continues to pour them in. And I like it. The kids are playing hard. Playing hard at the end. I get it. I understand.
You know, and some of these girls that don't get a whole lot of playing time are in there, and they're trying to do their best. It's their moment in the sun, and they're trying to do what they can to, you know, as you talk about building for the next year. I think these are invaluable moments right here for Miss Tate. She had a tough go at it right now, but, you know, overall she's had some nice free throws and all that stuff, but just got to get her confidence to fight through some of these moments.
Franklin caught it and went back court with it, and it was a really unfortunate thing because the way the direction of the pass to get it, she had to catch it pretty much right at midcourt.
Yeah.
And then she did a U-turn, but she went into Stockdale territory with it. 56-30, 2:05 to go here in this fourth quarter. Jayla Green has it. She throws it out, has it deflected, and it's going to be stolen out there by Madison Torres. Here comes Torres down the near side with a nice pass to Wegas. Wegas with the left hand. Wow.
Nice little game she's having. She's got about 14 points right now, VP.
Yep. Exactly that, 14. Tate pulls it over. She picks up her dribble, throws it down to Fanning. Fanning has it stolen. Tate picks it back up from her teammate. She comes down low, and that is going to be the 5th foul on Alyssa Ezell. She is fouled out.
Frontier foul number 30, Alyssa Ezell, was a 5th and disqualified personal foul. Stockdale receives the bonus of Erica Tate in the line to shoot 2.
Crowder will come in for her. That's Noelle Crowder. So with 1:35 to go here.
I gotta give it up to the Stockdale public address announcer. He's doing PA, he's doing the scoreboard, and he's doing the book all together. That's pretty impressive.
He's legendary. He's been around a long, long time. He does play-by-play in football from the announcer's booth. So he will do. I know we used to do football games there, and he would call the play as it's happening, and sometimes we just lay out and let him call it. He does it all. Torres missed the layup. Here comes Green down the far side, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. 1:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. 58-32. Stockdale in total command here of this basketball game tonight. Tate has it blocked by Franklin. Franklin wants it. Franklin stops, pulls up, and gets it. So Janessa picks up her 4th foul. And now she picks up a steal, and that's a foul. So Jayla Green coming in to foul Franklin. She'll go to the line under a minute to go. 24-point lead right now for the Mustangs.
And you got Jayla and Janice Green, sisters, out there playing, so they're doing a good job. They both have high energy, big motors. They get out there and they play nonstop. So
Franklin, that nice touch, gets another one. She's a sophomore, everybody. Misses that one. Long rebound by Franklin. And now it's going to be a foul on Janessa. And the officials, I think having a word with Janessa, hey, tone it down, please. And she gets a technical, and that's her second technical. So she will not play next week, or she will not play Friday.
Technical foul, Jayla Green, Stockdale, third personal.
Coach Deron Smith is going to have to get her off the court.
32, Celeste Mann.
And that's her second technical tonight. And at the line is Celeste Mann. And the officials having a word with Coach Smith. And that is it for Janessa Franklin. Out of the basketball game with her second technical, and as you mentioned, won't play the next game.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Oh, the ball rattles in and out for Celeste. She's thinking, man, would this ball get in the hole?
And you have young teams like that it's part of the maturation process that goes on there. Trying to figure out how many free throws they're going to get right there.
They're going to get the bonus, which is 2 shots, and then the free throw for the technical, so that's 3.
Do they get 2 free throws for a technical? So, I mean, you're in a double bonus, you're going to get 4.
Right.
But if it's a double technical, then each team's going to get 2.
Well, and now
trying to get
back to the point of calling the ladies back, calling them off, quit fouling, let's get this thing out of here, let's go. And Wegas just keeps adding to her total. But, it's a perfect example of, possibly the coaches just saying, hey, we need to just stop fouling, let's get out of here. Yeah. Because now Coach Smith's lost one of his players for Friday night. .9 seconds remain here in this fourth quarter, and it's been a long one. First 3 quarters flew by, and this fourth quarter has been.
Last few minutes has been tough.
So it's been an hour-long fourth quarter. Crazy, huh? Hey, nice little move right there. Lucas underneath the basket. The reverse layup. Green throws it back over to Tate. She pulls the trigger. Can't get it to go. And it is not saved. It'll be Frontier basketball. 29 seconds remains in a ball game that Stockdale's had control over pretty much the entire night. Nice move. Crowder has it up top. She dribbles around the corner, tries to float it up and over, doesn't go, and Wegas has it blocked by Fanning, and it's a fast break. And here comes Jayla Green. Jayla Green comes up, puts it up, and it doesn't go. Fanning has it rejected by Wegas, and that is it. Final score, 58-39. Stockdale finishes their regular season. Well, they're not done yet. Yeah. Sorry, but they're 8-0, 21-4. And Coach Smith and the Titans 13-11, and they're 0-8 right now at this time. So, I want to thank all of our sponsors: Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, United States Army, PAV Solar and Communications, Premier Lighting, Tony's Pizza, Raymond's Trophies, of course, all of our superintendents. And big win. Your thought on the game tonight?
Well, I thought that, as well as advertised, we put this game also on our calendar because we know how good Stockdale girls basketball was. But Gianna Boston, and in combination with Aaron Pickett, they are a force, 2 guards that are very talented. And we throw in Naomi Jennings, who's able to do what she does underneath the hoop. VP, I'm going to echo what you said. It's no wonder they're 21-4, and now as they move to 8-0 in league play.
Tomorrow night, wrestling SWIL match, and that's going to be at Frontier High School. Friday night will be the girls wrestling over at Golden Valley. Before we leave, of course, we give our Tony's Pizza player of the game. And I'm looking at my notes here before we even get over to Stockdale. I want to say that Megan Wegas, a true freshman, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17 points from Megan Wegas. So hats off to the freshman who came in halfway through the second quarter and lit it up. Congratulations to her. She's not the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game, but we certainly want to let her know how proud we are of her as a freshman to come in. Looking over at the Stockdale girls roster here, wow-wee. I will now turn it over to our K-Dub1, been with us since the very first moment of the inception of KernHighNetwork.com, Kevin Willie.
Well, you guys have been talking about it all night, but that Frontier team is going to be hot next year.
Yep.
If those guards can get their shots, the accuracy on their shots, they're just going to knock this place out. My vote for player of the game isn't my favorite player. However, my favorite player tonight by far was Zamora. She worked and worked and worked. And like I said, when she gets the accuracy in her shots, look out.
That's Nikki Zamora from Frontier, right?
From Frontier.
Right, got it.
But I'm going to put my vote in for Boston tonight. I mean, the last little bit of her game, she got a little tired, I think, got a little punchy. But the whole first part of her game was right on. She hustled up and down, offense and defense, and put up a lot of shots.
Thank you, Kevin Willie. Gianna Boston, his vote for Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. Kyle Wiley.
It really is a tough one between the two because I try to imagine a team without either one of them. So I imagine a team without Gianna Boston, and I just don't think Stockdale is good, but I imagine a team without Naomi Jennings, and I don't think Stockdale is good either. And they're both different positions looking at it, but time and time again, someone who's able to split the double team, able to push it and just make everything go, setting up Jennings for easy buckets inside, making the right pass. I'm going to have to go with Gianna Boston and echo what Kevin said is Gianna Boston had a pretty spectacular night. And I know your vote is now 67% because we just made up 66%.
Naomi Jennings has 12 points, 15 rebounds.
Wow.
12 points, 15 rebounds, and two very salient points you both make for each player. Gianna Boston, both sides of the floor, distributor, scorer, defender. She had a great night tonight. Naomi Jennings, as we said, 12 points, 15 boards. I love your point. I can't think of this team without Naomi, but I also can't think of it without Gianna Boston. Tonight, the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game, 4 steals, 8 assists, 15 points. The senior, Gianna Boston, Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. And was that unanimous?
Pretty unanimous.
It was.
Yeah.
For Kevin Willie, for Kyle Wiley, I am Vance Palm. We certainly hope you enjoyed this varsity girls basketball on this unbelievable opportunity that we get to come to all these high schools here in the Kern High School District and present all of this to you on KernHighNetwork.com. Have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow night, third night in a row. We will see you, and it's going to be at Frontier High School, and it's wrestling. See you tomorrow night.